Chadwick claims 3, so that will take Dream Diamond a pound below Romany Brown. It's a big price runner. Mickey Bowen, when on the licence with Father Peter, won this race last year with Flying Fortune. Same stable has Tamarind Bay this time and is certainly a player despite having not won a race just yet. Stumps or Slips, 5-timer, 3 chase wins and a course and distance hurdle victory. Canny bit of placing, no doubt, with this race in mind as a target thereafter. Sean Bowen in tremendous form, looking for win number 89 of the season. He's a mile clear of his rivals in terms of the Jockeys Championship, but a race that's 100% worked, big money series final. Shame we've got the one non-runner, which takes us down to 15. But most of these horses will have had this race as a target, and it should be ferociously competitive. Only 30 seconds to post time. 5-2 Dream Diamond, 9-2 Stumps or Slips. Don Virginia has come into 11-2. 15-2 bar those 3. As we tick down to post time, starters flags raised. So the 15 of them being asked to come forward. And they're off. Off and racing in the trustertrader.com fixed brush hurdle series final worth 70,000. 15 of them to jump 10, and Don Virginia in the green is up there with Old Bridge and Washpool in between them. Dream Diamond is fairly handy with Mount Anglesby over the first. Stumps or Slips touchdown at the very back of the field under Sean Bowen as they run towards the first turn. Don Virginia, Washpool, Old Bridge the outside, Dream Diamond the light blue on the inner of Mount Anglesby. The mauve Squire Danaher is in 6th place, red of Shadows in the Sky, and then Romany Brown and Harry Bannister currently racing in 8th position. Hefe Triunfo, the grey, is next, then Tamarind Bay representing last year's winning stable. The orange of High Fibre, Banderas held up with Knight's Affair and Service Minimum, and Stumps or Slips on this 5-timer is last of the 15 and probably 15 lengths behind the leaders. Old Bridge, Jack Tudor on the outside of Don Virginia, Richie McLernan as they run to the first of 3 obstacles in the home straight, with Dream Diamond in 3rd, Washpool in 4th. As they come towards flight number 2, Squire Danaher next with Mount Anglesby taking the 2nd, and then Romany Brown and Hefe Triunfo and Freddie Gordon in midfield. Tamarind Bay, the maroon sleeves, the middle one in the straight. Little bit untidy, Washpool just in behind the leaders. Service Minimum still held up by Harry Skelton. Banderas is running keenly, the big chestnut, towards the rear of the field as they clear what will be the last next time around. Knight's Affair well back, and Stumps or Slips is still last of the 15. On to the run-in now, and it's Don Virginia wearing cheek pieces for the first time. Dream Diamond and Alex Chadwick in 2nd. Old Bridge the outside of Washpool and Mount Anglesby, and Toby McCain Mitchell the white and dark blue. In 6th is Squire Danaher, and then Romany Brown on the inside of Shadows in the Sky. Hefe Triunfo is next. There's then 2 lengths to Banderas. Similar margin, High Fibre, Brian Carver in the orange. Tamarind Bay, Service Minimum, Knight's Affair and Stumps or Slips at the back, going around the city bend and heading to the far side of the racecourse. A well stretched out field behind Don Virginia, and they have jumped at 4 of the 10. Dream Diamond is in 2nd place. Mount Anglesby, Washpool and Old Bridge just dropping to 5th. A couple of lengths then to Squire Danaher. Jumping the first of 3 in the back straight. Squire Danaher's jump was far from the best and gets a reminder after it. Followed by Romany Brown, and then Shadows in the Sky, Hefe Triunfo and Banderas from High Fibre. And then a break to the back 4. Service Minimum is just heading those at the moment, in company with Tamarind Bay, Stumps or Slips and Knight's Affair as they now run to the middle hurdle in the back straight, just passing the racecourse stables. Don Virginia, Dream Diamond. Over that, in third position, is Mount Anglesby. And then Washpool and David Bass in the black and pink, running to the flight that was their first. It's now number 7, Don Virginia. Dream Diamond second, Mount Anglesby, Washpool. Squire Danaher is in 5th place. Old Brit has dropped right out. A gap after the first 5 of 3 or 4 lengths to Hefe Triunfo. Then Shadows in the Sky ridden along. Bandera still held together from High Fibre, and Knight's Affair still with plenty to do, along with Service Minimum and Stumps or Slips. Some very experienced jockeys have held their mounts up a long way back here as they make the run towards home. It is Don Virginia that has the advantage. Don Virginia has skipped 4 clear. Dream Diamond is struggling now and has dropped to a share of 3rd as Don Virginia has the advantage to Mount Anglesby in 2nd. Washpool, Dream Diamond, then Squire Danaher, Hefe Triunfo. Don Virginia has skipped clear by 6 lengths as they run to the 3rd last. Don Virginia and Richie McLernan, Mount Anglesby chasing under Toby McCain-Mitchell as they run to 3 out. Don Virginia over. Mount Anglesby getting to it in 2nd. Made a mistake. Hefe Triunfo running a big race for the informed Chris Gordon. Running to the 2nd last. Don Virginia still well clear by 7 to Mount Anglesby. Hefe Triunfo, Service Minimum is running on well as they head to the last. At least Don Virginia does. Don Virginia is over 10 lengths clear under Richie McLernan, and it's in the bag. Don Virginia has won this already, well clear of Mount Anglesby and Hefe Triunfo inside the last half furlong here. The £70,000 fixed brush final is going to go the way of Don Virginia in a romp. Don Virginia absolutely hacks up from the front. 2nd home, Mount Anglesby. Hefe Triunfo 3rd. And in 4th, Service Minimum.